Hey guys, it's Bob Fernger. I'm back with another 8-minute call. In a previous video, which you really should watch the last 2 or 3 videos if you're looking to make extra money, but I talked about being liked or likability. So let's talk about likability and how that can help you, not just in business, but in life, right? Let's think about it. The vast majority of people, I'm thinking well over 90%, maybe even higher, do not look at you in the grocery store. Do not look up. Of course, cell phones now, people are looking down to avoid people mostly. They don't even think about it, but that's really what the outcome is. Now think about other people. Like I'm going to the gym in a few minutes. Lots of people do not look up. Do not look at me. There's been people there I've been there at that gym for 22 years. Lots and lots of people have seen me there for 22 years and have never looked at me. Now, I've tried many times to make eye contact, just say hi. If I do, it's almost startling to them. But that's kind of the world we're in. So think about it. I told you there were 3 things to be successful. One is people got to know you. People have to like you, and people have to trust you. So we're talking about liking you. Think about if you're one of those few people who doesn't stare at their cell phone when they're in public the whole time, who isn't just looking down, who isn't avoiding eye contact, but you just simply a person walking through the grocery store, at the hair salon, in the gym, who, attempts to make eye contact, smile, and says hello. I heard about this about 15 years ago, heard about it. I'm a bit older, but that just proves you can still learn at older age. About 15, maybe even longer ago, the vast majority of people are just not friendly or likable. So a guy like me who probably comes across a bit intimidating initially, who's typically quiet. Once you get to know me, you like me. But if you never get a chance to know me, you never get a chance to like me, and we never get a chance to build a relationship or get into business together. So I had to start working on fixing it. So I realized one of the best ways to be successful is just do the opposite of what everyone else is doing, or do the opposite of what most people are doing, right? It's that simple thing, if you want to make money in the stock market, you buy when it's low and you sell when it's high. But what do most people do? They panic. Like, the stock market is at all-time highs under the Trump administration, and there was a panic because of tariffs. And a lot of people, or at least a lot of successful people, bought when it went down and blew it up, did really, really, really well. Well, it's the same thing in just about anything. If you're doing what everyone else is doing, you're going to get what everyone else is getting. If that's okay with you, you probably shouldn't watch videos like mine. But I decided to change. And so in grocery stores, I would slow down. I would get strategic. There'd be an old guy coming down the aisle. This is an old guy that's never going to be in a business of mine. We're probably never going to see each other again, but I would go, even if he wouldn't look at me, I would say hi going by, and then they would be startled. Like he's turning around thinking he knew me. I'd just go, hi, how are you today? And just keep walking. And so I started doing that more and more. Now, truthfully, with the opposite sex, it can be a little uncomfortable. I had to work on some techniques so I wasn't coming across, flirtatious or anything like that. I would just simply, in a very business-like way, say, hi, how are you today? And smile and just keep walking. Not slow down, not send any messages like, let's get in a... But so what I started happening is I started feeling better about myself. And remember, the better you feel about yourself, the more likely that's going to transmute to every aspect of your life. I started feeling better, like, oh, I am a friendly guy. I just don't have to use intimidation and brute force to get what I want. And in every aspect of my life, and especially my online world, I wasn't just trying to get people to buy from me. I was trying to build a relationship and be friendly with people. And what I did is I started subordinating what I wanted to just being friendly with people. And the more I concentrated on not trying to sell or get people to buy or do what I was doing, the more my business grew because people liked me, right? Or I was likable. And over time, people could trust me and get to know me. And so I built a business that paid me over $10 million, hundreds of millions of dollars in sales, tons and tons and tons of customers. I'm not bragging. God gets all the glory for that. But I'm not stupid. I want to be successful, right? So I start looking at what other successful people do. And I'm not saying I copy them, but I learn from them. And one of the things I learned is to smile. That looked weird. Give eye contact. And over time, you're going to make more friends. And you know, the more friends you make, the more likely people want to do business with you, people want to hang around with you. So I want to encourage you guys, don't be intimidated by it. We need each other, right? Wouldn't it be cool if the vast majority of people were just friendly and nice to be around? You know, it's interesting, sometimes you go to a different part of this country or another country where that's just how they are. And it's almost shocking to you. And you'll come back with stories about how friendly people are. Wow. Can you imagine that being in America and that was our reputation, that we were friendly, nice people, likable people, that type of thing? I think most people are afraid, you know, when they go through cities or airports or, you know, large gatherings and stuff like that. And I think that's probably where our enemy wants us to be. Keeps us locked up. So here's my thought. Just think about this likability thing. Think about whatever goals you have. Let's just keep it business for now, right? Let's keep it business. If your goal was to make more friends versus sell more things, you're going to sell more things. If your goal is to sell more things than to make friends, you're going to sell less things. I just want to encourage you there. I hope you're having a blessed day, and let's go.